Yo, what up, what up? Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I disconnect from this thing real quick. Alright, I had to disconnect from my car because I know sometimes people be talking about the audio don't be playing when I be connected. Anywho, I've been listening to a lot of freaking content this morning, man. What the hell? I've been listening to a lot of content this morning, different podcasts, different dope creators that's get. Let me tell you guys something. I absolutely love where everything is headed right now with, men coming forward having these conversations. And even though at first, when men start opening up and having these different conversations about what's been going on, how they've been feeling about everything, man, and men stepping into the person that they supposed to be, standing on that square the whole nine. At first, it was so much freaking backlash, and now I'm really starting to see how everything is changing, everything is turning over, man. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, absolutely love where things are heading, man. Love where things are heading. The conversations and stuff that's being had, not only by men anymore, but now you have women that are stepping in, stepping up, and speaking on issue. When I tell you they hitting all cylinders, dog. For real, I'm talking about they batting averages through the freaking roof, and I love it, man. I love it. When I tell you guys, 5-10 years from now, man, it's gonna be completely different. We're gonna have, at first, when the conversation was first starting to be had outside of barbershops, but actually like on the internet and stuff like that, it was so much backlash from so many different women. And then you even had these simp and these beta males that was sitting there trying to cap for clout from these type of chicks that was for the streets. But now shifting over, man, I'm starting to see 30-40% of people up under these comments like really getting with the times, man, really speaking on this thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a full-fledged breakdown, man, of the type of men that most of these women want, or the most of these women value. You know what I mean? Because most women, when you look at, those 1% type of men, because most women, let's be honest, most women are hypergamous. Well, I think all women are hypergamous, like when they really break it down. But most women will admit that they're hypergamous. They want a guy to make more money. They want a guy to pay for all the bills. You know what I mean? And even when people like Kevin Samuels that did the interview, or even people like Kendra G have sat down with people, and I want to say even Mediocre Tutorial Reviews also have asked these women. Almost every single last one of those women want a guy to be responsible for majority of the financial load. And let's be honest, most of those women ask for a guy that's making 6 figures or more. All right, that's not the average man. That's not majority of men. That's a very, very small percentage of men. And most of these women are black women, and I'm gonna say some, maybe even close to most, want to be married to a black male, right? So what comes along with that? What comes along with these guys that make a substantial amount of money per year? Well, let's be honest. A lot of women, most women, if not all women, want this type of man, all right, that has that type of money, right? And then if you really get into the logistics and everything, most of these women want that man to look a certain type of way, all right? So that percentage is going to get a lot smaller, all right? The more you climb up that doggone ladder. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. Okay, yeah. So it's so crazy, right? They be wanting to build a barrel, build a man, man, and they honestly believe that, that's the norm. A lot of them really want to believe that mess, that's the norm. Let me see. Okay, I need to get over. Gotcha. There we go. All right. So yeah, they believe that that's the norm. All right. So let's be honest. Most men right now don't have enough money to support most of these women. Because when you look at most of these women, man, a lot of these chicks out here are high maintenance. All right. A lot of them are high maintenance. Did I go to the wrong one? But yeah, they want their nails done, they want their feet done. You know, you got these chicks with the eyelashes, with the what I call the mini blinds. They got the mini blinds, they got this $800 weave, all of this extra stuff, man, these extensions, you know, clothes and shoes. They got a lot of clothes and shoes that they don't damn need. But they want a man that's gonna be able to support them financially. What does that man get in return? Or the more important question is, what do these type of men want in a woman? So in order to catch a man, you need some bait, right? And most of these women want fit, feminine, submissive, cooperative, friendly women. Most of these chicks don't have that, man. Most of these chicks don't understand that a man could give two cents about how much money you make and all the rest of that other superficial that women think that they bring to the table, man. Most men, again, the men that they value don't give two shits about how much money you making, because that's gonna benefit him in no freaking way, because he already got his own money. So what the hell do I need with your? All right, so I don't care that you got the bag and you make a certain amount of money. The men that you value, that most of these women want, don't care how much money you make. They don't care about you being a strong, independent. Stuff like that, man, is a complete turnoff to most of those men making that type of money. The men that are making that type of money, most women want. So this man has options. He has a lot of options. This is the type of man that most women want. So I got all these options. Explain to me, what the heck do I need with you? All right? What bait are you gonna use to catch that type of man? Fall into that doggone that criteria, man. You can fall in that. You can fall in line and understand that you're going to have to be these things. And the more checks that you have, the more boxes you can check off, the more likely you'll be able to land a guy like this. I'm not saying that it's impossible. You do have those anecdotal, and I got a friend that, so, but when you think about the majority of these chicks that are out here that are looking for these type of men, they're not falling in those categories at all, man. And that's, unfortunately, that's why a lot of them are dadgummit, you can't go in there? Son of a biscuit. Gummit. Can't go in there, so I gotta go all the way around. You son of a gun. Y'all better be glad I'm in the Tesla. For real. But yeah. How are you gonna land? So what I wanna do is I wanna sit down and I wanna really like map this thing out. So women can really understand what they're getting themselves into. All right, because if we're just talking about men that make six figures, that's one thing. But when you start getting up there into men that make like $250,000 or more per year, those men are more likely to cheat. All right, because their options are a lot better. All right, and life is all about choices and trade-offs. And what these women honestly believe and understand, that they're gonna find, it's so easy. There's so many men out here that make that type of money, that's gonna meet every single last one of the things on their list. Being this nice guy, being over 6 feet, being childless, that's gonna pay for all the bills, that's gonna cater to them. Most of these women, I don't know, man. They are freaking delusional, man. Complete. It's insane. And I'm just talking about the women that I've seen on these different podcasts and all that. Shout out to Just Pearly Things. If you guys don't know who that is, go check that young lady out, man. Go to her channel. When I tell you, this is one of the women that are hitting on all freaking cylinders. I'm talking about she be on point with her content. Just Pearly Things. I actually just got hit to her channel, man, and yo, she dope. She dope at what she does, and she is known for holding women accountable. Man, listen. And I'm gonna continue. Hey, fellas, make sure that you in line with your purpose, man. You get into the bag. You're doing the things that you need to do. You know, working on yourself physically. Let me see. Can I get in there through here? No, hopefully. But yeah, you're doing all the things that you need to do, man, to get those certain type of women. Do not allow these modern day chicks to bash, shame, insult, and guilt trip you on believing that you should have a feminine, submissive, and cooperative woman. I've seen that so much, and you know, I ain't gonna cap, man. You know, being in the podcast field as well, y'all know we did the podcast for like a year straight, and we had a lot of guests on there, and even on my Facebook page, where a lot of women try to do that, man. They try to use that sign language, shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. They gonna do that, man. They're going to do that. You just got to be a little bit smarter and be able to pick up on that stuff quickly. I'll tell you something. Y'all listen. I done had my doggone share having to knock people out, man, on the highway. Like, listen, brother, don't do it to yourself. Daily and monthly. Is this it? Am I in the right space is a question. I wanna say I believe so. Yeah, this is Whole Foods. Okay, cool. I gotta make sure I'm in the right spot, y'all. My bad. Whole Foods customer must enter through this level. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, we gonna have a whole live conversation. If you pay all the bills, you better be. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna read it in just a second, brother. Let me. I had to get my ticket, man. See what my dog said. Let's see. That boy said, hey, I ain't gonna read the whole thing, but he said, hey, if a man paying all the bills, you better be in the bed with lingerie waiting on him. And listen, I agree with that 150 freaking percent, bro, because listen, women, those women, and I do believe if you become the person, the man that you're supposed to be, you will naturally attract those type of women. I'm telling you, they are out here. I have one that completely understands, you know, what it is, how she should be. You see, how can I? Let me tell you something. This Tesla done part crazy, man. You can't drive, brother. But yeah, I do believe. Listen, if you become the man that you're supposed to be, you will naturally attract the right type of women. And the same thing goes for women as well. You know, if you become the woman that you're supposed to be, you will naturally attract the right man, or the type of man that you value. You know what I mean? So I try not to spend too much time on too much time or energy focusing on, you know, the wrong type of people, man. But I can promise you, man, it is a lot better on this side. The more work you do, the better your results will be. It's as simple as that, man. People spend too much time playing this doggone victim Olympics, and that's the reason why a lot of people are stuck today. They can't get out of that hump. They can't get off that hump because they spend too much time focusing on the wrong stuff. Now, we're gonna still have a conversation. You know what I mean? We're gonna still have a conversation about these people that's for the streets because they need to hear it. All right. And I'm always going to make examples just to illustrate a point. Got no problem with doing that. But for real, I'm just saying to those women, because we do have some women that watch this channel as well. If you want that type of guy that's paying all the bills, then you need to become that fit, feminine, submissive, cooperative, inspirational woman that you should be. Nurturing the whole nine, man. When your man comes home, he shouldn't have to worry about a damn thing, right? And you also got to keep in mind, if you are currently working on this thing, you know what I mean, and you have a man that's working towards that, don't think that you're supposed to get it all up front, because he's not getting that all up front. All right, if both of y'all are working towards becoming that person that you should be, whether it be a man or a woman, understand that you're not going to get all of that stuff up front. So again, if you are a guy and you know this woman has potential to be that woman that you want, you know, that fit, feminine, submissive, cooperative woman, she's not there yet, but she has potential and she's actually working towards that. And again, you can see that in the way that she moves each and every day. Understand, man, it's going to take some time. All right, we're trying to reverse or erase a whole generation of some really masculine women and a lot of feminine men. All right, so it's gonna take time. All right, it's gonna take time, man. Now, if you've already reached that, if you already reached, you know what I'm saying, and you already done worked on yourself, and you feel like, you know, you've reached that, and you get a woman, you get with a woman that's a work in progress. Hey, more power to you. Salute to you, brother. If you can do that, salute to you, sister. You know what I'm saying? If y'all doing that, again, if you've already reached that, then hey, to each his own. Most people on this side, man, you know what I'm saying? After I done the work, I'm not really willing to sit around and wait to get your ish together, because there's people out there that you can get with that already got their ish together. And they ain't got to be bothered with the BS. Hold on, I got to do this thing for this EV charging. 1 second. Look it up. I believe they got to stamp this thing or something. Let me run in here real quick, man. Ready to charge, man. You better charge. Okay, starting to charge. Well, I was about to say, hey, let me tell you something. What ain't about to happen? We ain't about to go through this mess. But yeah, man, when I tell you guys, I'm gonna have a full-fledged breakdown that I may do with my girl a little bit later on. We're gonna actually sit down and have a conversation. I want to put this thing out in front of everybody so they already know what they're getting into, and that's men and women. So if you want a certain type of woman, this is what you got to be. If you want a certain type of man, then this is what you got to be. All right, let them know the ins and the outs, because it's always upside and downside, and we're just gonna put this in general. You know what I mean? We can always, again, get anecdotal and, you know, but majority. I always like to work with majority because it's a lot easier to just be open and be real and be honest about those things, rather than, you know, well, you know, this could work for you.